Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another session of Data Structures and Algorithms using C++. My name is Dr. Bilal Wajid. Today we're going to talk about global and local variables. So a global variable is one which is available globally. So what does that mean? Consider the following example. Here we have this variable marks which is actually declared outside any function. It is really declared outside the scope of any function. Hence, this variable marks is not limited to any particular function. Because of this one particular reason, this variable marks is visible to all the functions, and hence whatever modifications you make anywhere are in fact visible everywhere. Consider now the function main. You're calling out the function main, and within main you're calling out the function initialize. Notice we only declared marks here, we didn't initialize it. So once we go to this function initialize, the first thing you should notice is that it doesn't really have any arguments here, and the return type is void, so it doesn't really return anything either. So neither is initialize accepting any argument, nor is it returning anything. We see that return doesn't really return anything. And within the function initialize, we are initializing marks, and then after returning we just check if in fact the marks were updated. So here it's a good time to go to cpp.shell and trying the code. So here we are going to cpp.shell, and when I run this function, so really it's asking for some input. So I put here 55 and I press enter, and we see in fact that marks were updated. Okay, now going back to the slide, right, going back to the slide, let's now look at local variables. Now local variables are available locally. So what does that really mean? It means they are declared and initialized within a function. So because they're declared and initialized within a function, they are local to that function and they're discarded whenever the function exits. Okay, here we see that this score is a variable declared within the scope of this initialize function, so it's going to survive as long as this function survives. At the same time, here we see marks again is declared within the scope of the main function. So again, marks this time are local to the main and they are not global. So if I again go to cpp.shell and just see how this function really works. So here I am compiling the function. We see that marks have been printed as 10. So now marks have been printed 10, and now it goes to the function initialize, and here we're going to, let's say I'm going to put 55 as the new marks, and I'm going to press enter, and we see that the score here, right, it was actually being stored in score, and score does possess the right value. But when it returns, because I'm not really returning anything here, we see that the updated marks remain 10. So it seems that they're not really updated. So what really happens here? Okay, so let's look at this thing again, but this time step by step. So we see that the local variables are local, right? Consider again the global variable example. Here we've declared marks outside the scope of any function, and this is your memory here, and this is the location for the variable marks. Now marks are declared, right, and when we run the main function, we call out this function initialize and it updates marks. Now in our example we updated to the value 55, so we see that the same location of the memory is updated to the value 55. So when it returns back and it prints out these marks, so we see that marks are in fact 55 was printed out, and they were in fact updated. Now consider again the local variable example. Here, looking at the main function, here marks were declared and initialized, so I've drawn that next to the main function. So this is your memory, and this is the location where marks are present. Now when we print out marks, we do see that the value 10 is printed, but when we go here, when we call out the function initialize here, we are giving it these marks. So we are passing marks as an argument, and the score which is declared here gets updated. So here we see a new variable is generated by the name of score at a different location of the memory, and it has been initialized by 10 because that is what was passed on, right? Initialize didn't actually pass on the variable itself, in the sense it actually passed the value contained in that variable, which was 10, hence the score was initialized to 10. So now when score was updated, in our example we updated to 55, we see that it was in fact this location that got updated, not this. It was this location. So when this was updated, it did print score to be 55, and when it returned, because it didn't return anything, we were printing C out. But when we returned, this location gets discarded. In other words, because we returned out of this function has fulfilled its role, therefore this location is discarded, and we are left with really the same location, which is local to the main function, because we are back into the main function. So now when we print updated marks, we see that in fact marks are not updated, right? So this is an example of local and global variables, and it has to do a lot with where they are declared. But interestingly, arrays somewhat behave differently. Arrays behave like global variables, and in the next lecture we are going to discuss why do arrays behave like global variables. So up until next time, thank you very much. Bye bye.